And it's been a month now since the United States enforced its naval blockade on all Iranian ports. The move further restricted maritime traffic in the Strait of Hormuz, where Iran has continued to block movement of most foreign ships. Several skirmishes have been reported in the critical waterway since then. Roughly 1/5 of global oil exports passed through the waterway before the conflict began. For more on this, we'll go now to Almigdad Alruhaid, who joins us live from Tehran. Almigdad, Iran's foreign minister saying the strait is open to commercial shipping, but they must cooperate with naval forces. What details can you give us about that cooperation?
Well, actually, this position has been repeatedly, several times, have been repeated from the Iranian officials, and now again and recently from Abbas Araqi, the foreign ministry, speaking about the new coordination and new reality on the Strait of Hormuz. And this is what we can sense from the past stance, that there is a new reality on the Strait of Hormuz. IRGC Navy and the authorities there are projecting and establishing now new mechanism, and this is a new mechanism. Vessels are expected to submit detailed shipping information in advance through what Iran calls Persian Gulf Strait Authorities, or PGSA, and that includes cargo details, ownership information, destination, routes plan, and transit timing. And after that, you have to wait if the authorities there will going to give you a transit permit or not. They will decide that based on what the condition that they said before about if there is a country recognized as hostile for Iranian, will not allow to pass through this strategic corridor, and for others also warship vessels will not allow, belonging to the United States or Israel, definitely they are saying will not allow to pass through this strategic waterway. So what we are seeing right now, they are establishing new mechanism through new protocol by contacting and coordinating with a designated route. After that, you have to receive a designated route by the IRGC Navy and the authorities there. And what we are seeing right now, the IRGC Navy and authorities on the Strait of Hormuz expanding that area geographically and operationally over the past few days.
Almigdad, that is Iran's imposition on the strait. It is also now 1 month since the US blockade was imposed on the strait. How is that affecting Iranians?
Well, actually, 1 month into United States naval blockade affecting Iranian heavily, and that felt through the affordability. How can to afford all that inflation, all that rising in pricing, and also we can felt that through weakening on purchasing power and rising in cost, the daily cost, and also on one of the most important income for Iranian, which is oil and exports through coastal line. We do know that 90% of the Iranian exports or oil or trades through the coastal line and through the Strait of Hormuz, and that naval blockade on the Iranian ports definitely had a deep effect on the Iranian. Right now we can see that also the government trying to redirect that commercial routes through the other border crossing. More than 20 border crossing site right now have been activated, and also through northern Caspian Sea through Russia. But also all that alternatives will not replace the naval blockade and will not reach the global markets, and we see through the affordability rather than the shortages on consumer goods.
Almigdad Alruhaid joining us live from Tehran. Thank you.